everyone. Before I start cooking today, I interviewed a few people and asked them if they were familiar with one of the ingredients that I'm going to be showing you in the recipe today. Check it out. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm 34, and I'm from Knoxville.
Hi, Sarah. Good. Thank you for helping me out.
Oh, you're
So,
welcome.
I was wondering if you know what TVP is.
I have no idea what that is. No. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Is it like a meat substitute or something?
it is. Do you want to
Okay.
venture a guess what it stands for?
Well, the only meat I know is it tempeh?
No.
Okay. Then I have no
What's
idea.
your name?
My name's Kaya.
Hi.
I work at Whole Foods.
Hi, Kaya. Nice to meet you. I was just wondering, do you know what TVP is?
I actually don't know what that is.
Well, can you make a guess what it might be?
TVP. I really can't think of anything. Is it a type of supplement?
It's a meat substitute.
Wow. I'm actually vegan myself.
Okay.
So that's good.
My name is Katerina.
Okay. Hi, Katerina. Thank you for helping me. I just was wondering, I wanted to ask you one quick question.
Yeah.
Do you know what TVP is?
Textured vegetable protein?
You got it!
Yay!
The fact is, TVP is a controversial food product, to say the least. It has its admirers and haters, and some of the people just don't know what it is. Hi, I'm Annette, a plant-based home chef and a volunteer with Bounty and Soul, where we connect, share, and celebrate nutritious food. We believe that food is medicine, and we believe in the power of plants and whole foods. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I got some TVP in my Bounty and Soul market box, along with a recipe for some easy TVP meatballs. Well, I took that recipe and expanded on it a little, and that's what I'm going to show you today. But before I go any further, let me do a little explaining. TVP stands for textured vegetable protein and is used as a meat substitute. It's low in calories, carbohydrates, and fat. Now, TVP is highly processed. It is. It's made in a factory where they separate the protein from the whole soybean. And basically what they do is they make it into a flour. This leaves behind these funny little crumbles. However, one of the best things about TVP is that it has no fat and cholesterol, and it's cheap. It's very affordable. Another great thing about TVP is since the high fat portion of the soy has been extracted, these little crumbles retain 50% protein by dry weight. What that means is that you're getting a concentrated and versatile source of protein for just pennies. I'm not going to get into all the controversy about TVP. I'm just going to show you my meatball recipe and two different ways that you can use them. It's up to you to do your own research and decide whether to use TVP or not. And by the way, the recipe for the meatballs is listed in the video below in the details. So let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is we're going to heat up our liquid, which is going to rehydrate the TVP. So I'm going to add 2 cups of vegetable broth to a pan. I'm going to add some lemon juice to the pan. And I'm going to add, in here is Worcestershire sauce, vegan Worcestershire sauce, some liquid smoke, and some tomato paste. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my pan. And the spices that I'm using today are garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasonings. I put some mushroom powder in here, but if you don't have mushroom powder, you can skip that. But I'm putting mushroom powder in here as well. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that in. And I'm just going to heat this until it's all incorporated. Then we'll use it to rehydrate our TVP. So now we're going to mix our dry ingredients. And in the bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. I have some Vital Wheat gluten flour. Now, if you don't have Vital Wheat gluten flour, you can skip that. You might need to add more breadcrumbs to your mixture, but that's enough. That's okay. I'm adding it because it will give it a more meaty texture, and so I would suggest that you use it. But I also have some nutritional yeast in here. I'm going to go ahead and add some sun-dried tomatoes to the bowl. These tomatoes were not in oil. They were dry in a package, and I rehydrated them with some water, and then I just finely chopped them. So I'm going to go ahead and add those. And that, too, the sun-dried tomatoes will give us a little bit more of a meaty texture as well. And then we have our TVP. This is 2 cups of the TVP. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the bowl. And we're going to add some breadcrumbs. I'm going to hold off on adding the breadcrumbs until I add the liquid. What we want to do is add the liquid and let the TVP absorb it all and get almost dry and rehydrate. So I'm going to go ahead and add the liquid to the TVP. Give it a good stir. Mix it all up. And then I'm going to let it sit for about, 5-10 minutes or so, and let it rehydrate and absorb all of that liquid that we poured in there. So you can see that the TVP has absorbed all of that liquid, and I'm going to go ahead now and add some breadcrumbs to it. Now, there is a way to make this gluten-free by using gluten-free breadcrumbs. So it's your choice. You can use whatever type of bread that you prefer. I'm going to start with 1/4 cup and add it to it. We want a very stiff dough or consistency here with our TVP. So I can see right now that I need to add some more. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more. And you'll just have to adjust the ingredients to your, how much liquid is in your TVP and how much you like, and the taste and everything. That's looking pretty good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hands in here, and I'm going to make it into meatballs, and we're going to bake it in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And once it's done, then I'll show you 2 different ways that you can use these meatballs. So I made some homemade marinara sauce, and if you want a recipe for a real easy marinara sauce, you can pick up my cookbook and you can turn to page 26. I have some really simple marinara sauce recipe there for you. I've got my marinara sauce heated up, and I'm going to go ahead and put my meatballs in that I baked. And they miraculously turned out to be an even number, so I'm going to put in 12 meatballs here. And this is what is going to go onto our first dish. The first dish I'm going to show you is spaghetti, or in this case, zoodles and meatballs. And I just took some zucchini and spiralized it and made these into noodles, or zoodles as they're called. And I'm going to go ahead and add my meatballs to it and the marinara sauce to it. And this will be a great dinner for the family. Doesn't that look good? Okay. And I'm gonna add some more of that marinara sauce to it. And the second thing that you can do with these meatballs is make an Italian submarine sandwich. And I bought this bad boy, and it's got millet in it, and whole wheat, and sorghum flour, and flax seeds, and everything. So it's a pretty good for you loaf of bread here. And I sliced it, and now I'm just going to go ahead and add my meatballs to it. And let me get one more in there. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of my marinara sauce to it now. I'm going to spread it out a little bit there. And then the next thing I'm going to add to it is some mushrooms that I sauteed. Just going to add those in there. And you can add whatever you want. It's your submarine sandwich. But this is what we like. Mushrooms, and add some just down here a little bit. And I grilled up, or not grilled, I sauteed some onions as well. So I'm going to put those onions on top. Get those in there. Looking good. And last but not least, I'm going to add some cashew cream. I made this, by soaking some cashews and blended it with some plant milk and added some lemon juice and stuff to it, and it's kind of a sour cream. I'm going to put this on here and just drizzle that on there. And that is our meatball submarine sandwich. I hope you like this recipe and will give it a try. There's two ways that you can use the meatballs, and whatever you come up with, it's up to your imagination. I want to thank all my wonderful subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and click the bell, and so that way you will be notified every time I post a new video. One more thing. Please check out my recently published cookbook. It's called Heart Healthy and Feeling Full Cookbook, and it's available on Amazon right now. The link to the cookbook is also listed in the description below, and I just need you to go out and buy the book and check out all the wonderful recipes inside. Thanks for watching. Join me each week here in my kitchen, where I share plant-based, nutritious recipes with you. And also, join me each week at Bounty and Soul, where I hand out the local produce and wish each one of you the best. This is Annette signing off for now. And remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods.